Hey y'all, it's Brandy Badass. Hey, happy Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday when you see this. Um, so getting straight to the point. I'm tired, man. I just got finished washing and combing out my hair and showering, and I'm shining. Shining like new money, as older people say. Um, Coconut oil in and all that. Anyway, getting straight to the point. You know, um, since I've been like on this different plane, my spiritual awakening. It's really not an awakening. I don't. That's a bad thing to call it. It's not an awakening. It's more like a resurfacing because I've always, thought and felt the way I do now. It's just that before I kind of had a need to blend in, at least enough to avoid criticism, or being ostracized. So but I always was that person that was part of the group that had this crazy abstract idea or this crazy abstract opinion about something that nobody else in the group agreed with. So I've always been that person. But now that I'm kind of getting back to, that being the person that I am, and being the person that I introduce to people, it's like it's always people or situations trying to test me, because I don't want to be one of those people, especially, you run into people that's done found the Lord, they Christian, now they saved, and they go, you don't want me to go back to how I used to be. And if I was the person I was 3 years ago, honey, you still that person that you just go on and do it if that's how you feel. If you got to bring that up, just do it. If you got to go off, if I was the same person I was, or before I got saved, just do it. Say whatever it was you was going to say. Do whatever it was you going to do. If you came out your mouth, you thought about doing it, just do it. In my situation, I don't want to be that person. So I refrain from, you know, if this had happened a few months ago, this is what would have happened, but now I'm in a better place. So I'm in more control. I don't say that. I just practice that control. Without having to think I shouldn't say this or I shouldn't do it. Because when I feel like saying something, I do. When I feel like doing something, I do. I allow myself to be human. But it does feel like people try to test me. Like, I have these few friends who are very, very, very dear to me, and they know that I jump in front of a bullet for them. I love these people that I'm talking about right now. I ain't gonna say their names, but if you're watching this, I love you, but you wrong for what you do. Um, I told you in the last vlog that before I decided to just go full speed ahead with the person that I really am, and in the midst of kind of blending in with people, what me and my friends would do is go on Facebook, roast other people's selfies. We said some cold shit to people. Um, criticize people for spelling things wrong. I mean, like, little simple things. We would just like ride their ass about that. We jump on people's posts and just like start arguments with them. That's just on social media, and in real life, those are stories that I dare not tell. But that's the kind of stuff we used to do, and it was to the point where other people would be like, "Y'all are wrong. Y'all shouldn't do it." And but we wasn't trying to hurt anybody. We was like pink in the face, crying, laughing. So now these same people will come to me and like send me pictures or have me look at certain things when they know that it's like, I don't go, I can't say that, or I don't do that anymore. I just would look at the picture and try to come up with a positive, you know, and be for real about it. I'm not lying. I just look at it and I think to myself, man, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do, and I know that once I start doing that again, I'm not gonna be able to stop. I'll just be roasting everybody. So I'll just look at it and find something positive, or this picture of what the masses would call an unattractive woman, and I'd say something like, I'm happy for her because she probably know that people think a certain way about her because she don't fit into a certain demographic, but yet she's still, strong enough and brave enough and love herself enough, confident enough to still post a picture. I would find a picture and go like it. And like, I support you, my sister, because you probably are a really beautiful person, but the people who do these kind of things don't get a chance to find that out. And I was one of the people who used to drag her pictures, you know, and even then I always would feel bad about it, but kind of trying to fit in and all that kind of stuff. And just kind of got caught up into it. But then I thought about it. How many people, like I was saying about Christians, they, soon as they get a little bit of church into them, they become mega Christians, and it's all about what they don't do no more, and and the person they used to be, and better be glad I ain't the person I used to be, and all of that kind of stuff. Um, you just gotta ease into it. You can't just go from being this person who was always into something into this person that's just preaching to everybody. You can't do that. Number one, nobody's going to take you seriously. But to me, this ain't even number two. This is paramount. Paramount. The most important part of it is if you go full speed ahead into it, I'm the guru of peace. I am the guru of Zen, and I can teach you all of this stuff. If you go full speed ahead into that and you don't learn about it, you don't ease into it, you don't converse with other people that's already, it's not a lifestyle really. If you don't converse with people who are on that level, you can't go out into the world and preach that to people. They're not going to take you seriously, and you're not going to stick with it because you just come and crash course into it. I'm telling you, I'm as human as human as human as human. Every time I ever rushed into something, I got bored with it in a matter of weeks. I mean, for real. I mean, I have wasted money on so many things. I mean, I get bored with it in weeks, and just don't want to do it anymore. And at the time of starting it, I'd be like, oh shit, I'm about to rip this. This is gonna be so. 2 or 3 weeks later, yeah, you still messing with? Got bored with it. Now with the job, it's different. It takes me 2 years to get bored with the job. After 2 years, whatever job I'm doing, can't do it no more. You know, can't do it no more. Like, my mind, it's like I know everything I need to know about this, so it's not interesting to me anymore. Now it's just mechanical, just going through the motions. Getting off subject with that. I got into me. But yeah, you can't just do that. And it's the same thing. I have friends that's used to me being a certain way, and I don't, come off sanctimonious, like, well, I'm on this different plane, and I can't really do. I mean, I want them to still be my friend. So I'm not gonna join in with them. I just like, dang, or as much as I can. But I'm telling you, these friends of mine, they trying to test me, man. They don't believe me. Or is it the universe trying to test me? Like, how strong are you? I mean, can you really go without roasting somebody? Now, I ain't saying I never roast nobody, because if you come at me, I'm coming for, I mean, it's on. If you come at me, that's different. I will straight Jamie Foxx you. But just picking with innocent people, man. I have a theory about that, and I used to say it even when I was doing it. You know, messing with people who don't have no, they don't have any back, that's defenseless, that's no different than kicking a cripple down a flight of stairs. I mean, what have you accomplished? You haven't accomplished anything. You push somebody, kick somebody down a flight of stairs that have no chance of defending themselves, of stopping themselves from falling. It's just not fair. And I apply that to my life. I used to apply it to stupid people. That's where that whole thing came from with me. Is like some people I won't argue with because I felt like they're stupid, and you know, having a intellectual battle with them was akin to kicking a cripple down a flight of stairs. But no, I'm just gonna be real. Those people that I thought were stupid, I still think they are. See, that's the human part of me. So you can't go get all so into this new. I mean, if you think spirituality is a lifestyle, don't do it. It's not a lifestyle. It's just you just elevate, just get into a different level. That's all it is. And when you get into a different level of consciousness, of of enlightenment, where you just see things differently. It's not. It's maybe a culture, but I don't like to label things. I don't like to, I don't care for the religion because I feel like it's divisive because there's so many different broken down denominations, and they seem to not work together, but instead kind of in competition of each other. I don't want to lose none of my Christian followers. I'm not knocking what you do. I believe in a higher being like everybody else do. I'm just saying that's my problem with religion. I feel like it's divisive. Spirituality is not divisive. Spirituality is loving. Spirituality don't threaten you with hell. Um, Spirituality just makes you makes you accountable for the things that you do. Because that's what you want to be, not because some guy with horns will, come by and take you away. You'll be burning in hell forever. That's spirituality. Is not that. Spirituality is, the shit you doing is wrong, but wrong is relative. You got to deal with your consequences. Spirituality is thinking that shit through before you actually do it. You can't speak to a single person who is conscious or spiritual or zen, whatever you want to call it, that can say that, since I've been at peace, I've never wanted to kick slam somebody. I've never wanted to choke slam somebody. I've never wanted to punch anybody in the... They'll be lying to you because you still want to do it I mean, for real, I work in customer service. It's many a day that I just want to jump through the phone and down somebody's throat. My eye is like got coconut oil in it. So I'm saying you can't fool yourself. You're still a person with emotions and feelings and you have reactions to stuff, but you calm yourself, you think about it. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want anybody to hurt you. And that's the long and the short of it. So I'm saying, when you're practicing, you can't have people like my friends who love me so much and support me so much, and they do. I'm just making fun when I say that. They try to invite you into doing stuff that you shouldn't do. You gotta be strong, and if you're not strong sometime and you kind of, lean back to it, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. I mean, just don't. It's no point. You know who you are, and what your goals are, and keep your eyes on that. And as long as you're doing that, it's all you can do. Um, don't jump into anything so quick. Just and be fair to your friends. They know you a certain way, and it's unfair to them to just go from black to white. You gotta get into that little gray and ease your way into whichever direction you're going. It's not fair to just bam. Well, like I said, if you do that, you're faking it anyway. You're not gonna stick to it. Whatever it is, not just the spirituality thing. I don't care if you've decided to learn how to knit and you get one stitch going and now you think you're a pro and you showing everybody how you can do this one stitch. I promise you, in less than a month, you won't even know where the needles are. I mean, seriously, you won't know because you just jumped right into it. You didn't ease into it. Dang, I'm oily. Coconut oil. You didn't ease into it and get acclimated to it. So that's me story. I gotta. Only reason I'm stopping talking right now is because this eye is like on fire. I gotta go put some clear eyes in it. Coconut oil is like the best thing since sliced bread, but two things it will do to you. Listen to me. One, it'll grow hair on anything it touches. It will grow hair on anything that it touches. And two, if you put it on your eyes, it will blind you. It will blind you. But another thing about coconut oil is it's a third thing I said too. If you make black coffee and you put butter and coconut oil in it, man, you think coffee keep you jumping, man. That stuff is like power. It makes you super, super awake. All right, I gotta go. Brandy Badass, as usual. Check the links. Afrologik.com. AFROLOGIK.com. From my blog. Check out me on IG. I am Brandy Badass. Afrologik IG. Afrologik blog. Facebook. I can't think because my eyes burning. Facebook, Afrologik, and email. All of that will be in the description. Why am I sitting here putting myself through this torture, y'all? I'll holler at you. Bye.